A Lenten devotion for March 5th. A reading from Hebrews. Thus it was necessary for the sketches of the heavenly things to be purified with these rites, but the heavenly things themselves need better sacrifices than these. For Christ did not enter a sanctuary made by human hands, a mere copy of the true one, but he entered into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God on our behalf. Nor was it to offer himself again and again, as the high priest enters the holy place year after year with blood that is not his own. For then he would have had to suffer again and again since the foundation of the world. But as it is, he has appeared once for all at the end of the age to remove sin by the sacrifice of himself. And just as it is appointed for mortals to die once, and after that the judgment, so Christ, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear a second time, not to deal with sin, but to save those who are eagerly waiting for him. A reflection. Shedding the blood of animals is not the first thing most of us think of in our culture and age when we want to purify ourselves. Yet, when the book of Hebrews was written, the author was right to presume that the covenantal ritual of blood sacrifice was not only deeply familiar to their readers, but also deeply valued, and went without questioning. The terrible things we do to each other must require terrible, even bloody consequences, for how else will justice be satisfied and order maintained? Yet in this passage, this assumption is contrasted with the good news that Jesus commanded his followers to go out and tell about. Jesus heals lepers, bleeding women, guilt-ridden clerics and tax collectors, and brings sight to the blind. Jesus turns our attention from continuing to focus on trying to clean up the dark stains we leave behind us. Jesus shows us where we can, where we must lay that burden down and trust to God's incarnation here in this world. For the Spirit is sent to save those who are eagerly waiting for such graceful love. A prayer. Creator God, we thank you for how you give us your boundless love in the words and actions of Jesus' incarnation, your presence here among us now. Help us to let go of the scales of weighing and measuring what is done, and free our hands to do your caring work for all. Amen.